Really, it was just the culmination of all our hard work and then an inspiration for the work that we will continue to do. Especially hearing the board's response to a high school start time of 8:10, it was really just great for us to hear that and great to be, you know, lauded by the school board that, good job for getting involved, because I think that's really important for students, and I'm glad that they're recognizing it and not coming down on it as just some kids messing around.
Yeah, our AP World teacher, Mr. Graham, says you better make sure it doesn't turn into a rabble-rousing mob. And I think we've done a good job of making making ourselves not just a bunch of high school students who want to rebel against the system, and rather we're an actual organized movement with a clear goal. And we believe that, like, when we came here, that it was a good job of showing that we actually can make a difference. Which was shown by the secondary administrators proposing this to the school board, and B, the fact that they actually accepted it.
And I think there might be, I know within our group, and I'm sure without, we have some very serious titles, and one could say, oh, it's just kids playing games, but if no one's going to take us seriously, then we might as well take ourselves seriously. And so that's our view on it. We want to represent, high schoolers as we are, but at the same time we want to be professional about it and we want to be taken seriously. Well, it appears that we're pretty close, fingers crossed, to to achieving a start time for high schools of 8:10. Our next issue we're going to take on is open lunch. We believe that it should be available for 10th graders, 11th graders, and 12th graders. It's been a tradition in most of Columbia Public Schools high schools. I know some Hickman students have told me that it was not available to them in the beginning of the year for sophomores, but now it is. And so I think that sophomores have shown that they're responsible and they're ready to take on the responsibility of this freedom, which is something that Rockbridge stands for. And it's something we get behind. However, we do acknowledge that 9th graders, if parents think they can't handle it, who are we to say, go free,
Yeah, and I live and breathe freedom with responsibility. We both do at Rockbridge, because that's the first thing you hear when you get to Rockbridge, that you have the freedom to do what you want as long as you still take responsibility for your actions. And we believe that that's what open lunch is about, that it's the foundation, this freedom and responsibility is the foundation upon which I think high school is set, that we're given privileges that are equitable to our responsibilities. So if they're going to treat us like adults, then they should give us the privileges that adults have to go buy our own food instead of just eating in the cafeteria. Because when you're an adult, you don't have to eat where you work. You can go eat somewhere else. So we think that sophomores, juniors, and seniors should all have the right to go and eat outside of and off campus.
It is a privilege, though. We recognize that. If there are individuals who are abusing it, the school should be able to restrict them. But it should be on an individual basis for all grades. And maybe they'll come down hardest on the 10th graders. Maybe they will have the highest standard to live up to because they are so young. And because it is somewhat controversial in the district to have that. But we support giving sophomores a chance because in the past they've shown it, and we believe that in the future they can.
Because the most people, I believe, will do right by it, and we shouldn't hold them hostage by the few that will do wrong. And I think that they could even live up to these standards. Like, we set the bar however high, and most people will meet these standards. I think we have had a great reaction. We've had around almost 200 signatures on
over 200
now on our petition on change.org, and we have many followers on Twitter. We have over 500 members of our Facebook group, and we think, especially from students, there's been an overwhelming response of yes, we do support students having a say in the community.
And teachers too. We were worried at first. We knew there was some parent backlash of, oh, these are just these high school kids doing whatever. But teachers know the kids. Teachers know the kids at Columbia Public Schools, and they know they're responsible and that they can handle things like open lunch, and then they deserve a say in what goes on in their school district. Democracy is something we all need to continually work on, and the younger you start, the more you can grow and shape your opinions early, and just develop a passion for it so that at the higher level when we're older, we can really make a difference on a large scale.